So guys, some northerners are already sharing their views on El-Rufai and Atiku. Some of them are saying if any of these people should emerge as the presidential candidates for the coalition, that they are not going to vote for them. Honestly, even some northerners are opposing El-Rufai's presidential ambition. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this video. It will even shock you to hear this guy talk about Peter Obi, that without Peter Obi, that they are not going to vote for any of these faces you are seeing here. Be it El-Rufai, be it Sule Lamido, be it Amechi, or be it even Atiku. I mean, the North, many of them are now realizing that there is need for an Igbo presidency, because you can imagine how it is going to look like should Tinubu retain power and then this presidential position goes back to the North. I mean, it's going to, there'll be a lot of clamoring in the country, because the Igbos will I think this is the peak of, it's going to be the peak of the Igbos saying we just want to be on our own, because politically the Igbos are not being carried along. Anyway, guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at these videos and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now take a look.
Coalition drama in the political space. Then let us actually take a look of the people that are calling for coalition. Nasir El-Rufai, Atiku Abubakar, Sule Lamido, Rotimi Amechi. Let us look at their antecedent, their past, and their leadership role in the past. Let's start with the Pharaoh of Kaduna, El-Rufai. In Abuja, El-Rufai demolished people's houses illegally, acquired people's houses illegally to become his personal property, and he shared some of the people's property with his cronies. As a result of his demolition, many Nigerians lost their lives because they could not recover from it. Nigerians has not forgiven him. Fast forward to his 8 years of reign of terror and terrorism in Kaduna. The killing of almost 3,000 Southern Kaduna people. Orchestration of the killing of Shiite Muslim over 1,000. The killing of first-class Emir of Adara Chiefdom. All of this thing happened during his regime. He is a religious bigot. He is a religious fanatic. And the people of Kaduna has not forgiven him. What is his political relevance? Zero. He cannot even move in Kaduna, Zaria, or Kafanchan today without security. He will be killed by mob as a result of his atrocities. And if to say that Southern Kaduna were actually serious human beings, El-Rufai is supposed to be in the International Criminal Court of Justice now, answering questions for his atrocities. But yet he has the audacity to be calling for coalition because they did not actually go after him. Then let us look at the loan that he took, that he plundered Kaduna State into about loan repayment of 30 years. And what did he do with the money? Nothing. Except Shodnika's road in Kaduna North alone. No impact in any part of Kaduna. Left Kaduna with so many unfinished projects. And yet he's calling for coalition. That is the country we have. Let's look at Atiku. What are the antecedents of Atiku since he was a vice president up to date? Not much has been done. He only galvanized all the northern jihadis and the northern governors and engineered them to unseated good law by creating new PDP. Since then, he has been a political prostitute. What is his relevance? Zero. Let's look at Rotimi Amechi. Rotimi Amechi stole so much money from Rivers people and used the money to sponsor Buhari, a Fulani jihadist, and actually unseated his brother Ijoman from Bayelsa. That is his antecedent. I don't know whether he still have relevance in South because I don't know either South people has forgiven him. Then let's look at Sule Lamido. It's even worse. After plundering Jigawa for 8 years, he has become politically irrelevant. Even in the party that he was part of the major founders of the party, he's even irrelevant, even in his party. So these are the people that are making noise, that are calling for coalition. It is high time that as Nigerians, if we are going to be talking about elections and politics, I think it's high time we should start talking about INEC reforms. Let's reform INEC. And let us look at the process of election, free and fair election. Apart from Peter Obi, I don't see anybody in the political space that is better than Tinubu, apart from Peter Obi. But the question is, if today they go into election, do we have an INEC that can conduct a free and fair election, even if Peter Obi is in the ballot? That is the question we should be talking as Nigerians. And I pray that God will reawaken the sense of our sensibility. As Nigeria, let's begin to look at electoral reforms, rather than getting distracted by this Fulani oligarchy every day disturbing people as if they are the only people in Nigeria.
Do Nigerians understand it?
The money they gave you in the last election, I'm sure it's still there. How come? I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Today you have Muslim ticket being propagated. Tomorrow you have Fulani propagated. Next tomorrow you have governors and fight with their own brother. Amen. Because that character has been destroyed. If they destroy it at the top, they destroy it to the level of local government. Some local government become the heritage of certain families because they have said it down on top. People don't think forward. People are so myopic. I think Bangladesh, a Congo, a nation as religiously divided as Nigeria. What? The money they gave you in the last election, I'm sure it's still there. How come? To buy your destiny? How come? Destiny of your nation for sale? How come? I was shouting this in 2015. Some members of the church were washing their mouths and they suffered pepper. Prophetic words are not just statements made out of the blues. Just receive from the Lord. If Nigeria makes another mistake now, sir, God forbid, stand to your feet. Lord, deliver Nigeria from making another wrong choice. Deliver this nation from going backward. Deliver this nation from going backward. Deliver this nation from going backward. In Jesus' precious name. I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think so. Today you have Muslim ticket being propagated. Tomorrow you have Fulani propagated. Next tomorrow you have governors and friends with their own brother. Amen. Because federal character has been destroyed. Raketu Sususa. If they destroy it at the top, they destroy it to the level of local government. Some local government become the heritage of certain families because they have seen it done on top.
When you see people like Dave Umahi talking, when you see people like Wike talking, you now know what it means to worship Tinubu. These are the really loyal boys. Yes. Have you seen Shetima talking like that, praising Tinubu even beyond God?
In fact, there was even a mistake not to put the president before God.
I'm telling you,
he made. You know,
no,
he said he made a mistake.
No, it's not done.
It could have been Tinubu before God.
Yes, it's not done. He's still coming. There are some people that are still in government. Don't worry. Before this thing is over, they will in fact they will call Nigeria Federal Republic of Tinubu.
Named after him.
Yes, several establishments.
A new conference center.
And when you see a president behaving like this, he have lost it.
But what if he's not the one? These people
But you
just
can
do
tell them not to do that. That's the point. I'm not saying he's one.
He's the one. He wants
to join.
He's
the one.
Can you just try to at least just give the benefit of the doubt? It's possibly not him.
Okay, so look at it. When they went to that ICC, who was present? He was present. He was the one that opened it. That's not true. And when they were there, my friend, why are this now? They would have hinted him that this, especially that weekend, he would always tell him that, Mr. President, so I want to do this. I said, go ahead, my boy. You're a good boy. Go ahead. Why do you think he's praising? Why do you think people is praising? So even said weekend not to listen to people like us. That we are. So what are you saying? He should go ahead. I said, weekend we woke up and said, after all, I'm the Minister of Federal Capital. I want to name it.
Weekend said all his enemies against him. So he has plenty land to bury them. People were like, how will he say that kind of? So I will give you land. It's you.
And he said he will give himself high blood pressure. If the minister something like that, like give everybody high blood pressure. And the Tinubu just allowed him, give him all
because he works for him. People are discussing weekend now, talking about all these things.
So we are telling you
actually distractions.
Where is coming from?
You think they're distractions?
Oh yeah, because as we speak now, people are spending money, getting loans.
Yes.
We are borrowing money. You don't see what they're using the money for. That's more important to them. While you are busy talking about weekend, fighting, you are abusing you. But there's something that Tinubu said. I've not read his speech on Democracy Day. He said something like people should be free to criticize him. That he doesn't mind. So I think people should push it up, escalate the criticism of Tinubu.
No, people do criticize. Like I said, it's a minion. The supporters of the administration who turn it to something sinister that you're criticizing the president. They'll be like, is it because he's from our side? All those kind of things. So I don't think the president doesn't pay attention to any of this criticism.
We are not even going into the real criticism.
What is the real criticism?
What APC did when they were in opposition. All the propaganda they carried out against PDP, are we going there? We are not. We are even talking of things that can be seen, things you can verify.
But the president did not blame the opposition not to be opposition. I mean, if he was an opposition, he didn't blame them. I have issues with the opposition. I don't have the room to say it as I want to say it. Sir?
They told you to criticize them, but you go ahead and criticize them. Ordinary protest, you saw what happened. I said, let the Peter Obi and Atiku start talking, and you see what will happen.
They've actually reacted. They reacted.
No, this is not a criticism, as the APC did it in office. Like real propaganda, falsehood, lies, deceit. Nobody is going towards that area. And that was how APC got into power. What we are talking here is what you and I can bring, like this Benue massacre. Is that criticism? We are talking of things that, yes, everybody can see. The real thing that are doing behind closed doors. If you say it, Esther, DSS will come and ask you to bring evidence of what you said. But when they were doing it, nobody has it. Like when they said that fuel subsidy was a scam. Did the Jonathan come and tell us how it's a scam? Today, now Nigerians have seen the true story. Is that not true? These are the real, that is malicious criticism. The opposition is not even going there. We are not even going there because we are talking about what is current, what you can verify, what is in the paper. Right. That's what I'm telling you. So when you really want to harm, when you want to hit the head on the head, like this massacre that is going, this killing now, my dear, if we go into the details, they will not like us.
The governor, being the chief executive of the state, needs a minimum amount of confidence to be able to govern his state. When Ngige was kidnapped, when they rescued him first, they started preaching to him, for him to realize that he's even still the governor. A chief executive of a state needs a minimum level of confidence to operate. If you make him to live on his knees, he will not achieve anything reasonable. I will not be such chief executive. That's why you should give me liberty or give me death. I don't need to tell you that if I'm a governor, if Tinubu declares state of emergency, I don't need to tell you that I will not leave that state house. They should either give me liberty or give me death. If I'm a chief executive officer and you want me to live on my knees, no, I will die one day. It's irresponsible to fear the inevitable. It's either we are doing the right thing or we are not. So this is what I'm saying. Fubara, they are simply outsmarting him. In the first so-called agreement, they outsmarted him. He did it at the cost of rule of law. He even naively went and withdrew his own statement of defense in court. Yet those people refused to withdraw their own case. And part of the agreement that everybody would withdraw. You see? So the guy is just unfortunate. He's dealing with everybody in open mind and clean mind. And they are dealing with him with perverse mind, pretending they want to help him. But the truth is that they want to finish him. Now the Supreme Court judgment that was neither here nor there. Look at the whole confusion it has thrown. Legislators are now in droves moving as they like. That is why the judiciary should know that they are so important. Because in the separation of powers, the function of the judiciary is to cut the excesses of the executive or the legislature, so that democracy can have a free flow. If the
Personally, the way this insecurity is being discussed, I don't like it. Seriously, we are not calling out names. We are not. I remember when they said someone is the problem in the status, all of us rose up, all Igbos. On this platform, I called his name out. I called him. Every woman called out to Simon Ekpa. It happened in this country until he was brought down in Finland. Why is it that when this is going on, we have never been able to name the people behind it? Deliberately, we avoid their name, we avoid their tribe, we avoid their religion, and then when they have continued, you see that this person is the problem. Call him out. Not just discussing insecurity in general, as if for all Yorubas, all Igbo, all Niger Delta, they are all involved in insecurity. There is a particular ethnic group that don't want us to happen in this country. Call them out. Peter, call them out. Let them know that here we know they are doing this thing. Stop it. Every time when they look at the people that can do another party, they don't know who's behind all this thing. Don't they know? Please don't they know. Have they called them their brothers who are behind all this and say, look, stop this thing you are doing. Under Buhari, what did he do for us? Meanwhile, we know that the Fulani are behind all this. And we say we don't call people like that. Then are you going to call me? What are you going to call me? Hey, if you don't want to discuss, never leave it now. Let them continue what they are doing. Why do people hiding the truth somewhere? They feel like, I don't know where they come, but they're all Fulanis. They want to invite them into this court to come and kill us. And their brothers are aware. The people that invited them are aware. So why are they complaining that we have insecurity? And you cannot tell that you are behind this thing. It is you. It is you that brought this thing. Why not go and call that your mad dog? Because it's one of the mad dog that will call the mad dog to order.
It's interesting that, but right now, it's not a northerner that is in office. So why? I mean, Atiku also said something. He said, look, the president should take decisive action. Atiku is saying take decisive action.
Good.
Why do you think the president is not doing so?
Yes, I have just told you that. Jonathan did the same thing. What happened? It was part of the reasons why the North hated Jonathan. You and I saw what happened now. Okay, what effort have the Northerners made? Yeah, this thing is very right in their region there. Mr. Moses, tell me that's that definite effort, frontal effort, the Northern.
So guys, a whole lot has been going on since, Tinubu abandoned leadership, governance in Nigeria to face campaign. We've all heard about, Kwankwaso coming into the APC alongside the governor of Kanu State. Don't also forget that according to speculations, that they are going to be bringing their Kwankwasia movement into play, which we know majority of those in the north voted for Kwankwaso in the last election. So Tinubu is considering Kwankwaso's strength to abandon Shetima. Possibly Kwankwaso is going to serve as his vice presidential candidate for the upcoming election. But guess what? That has not gone well in the APC. Don't also forget that Ganduje has decided to resign. To resign his position as the APC chair just because of, this coming in of Kwankwaso, who is not a very good friend to the person of the former APC chairman. Now, a whole lot of questions have been flying. Some people said this election, even if Tinubu loses this election, Tinubu will not want to quit Asoro. That Tinubu is ready to divide Nigeria instead of him to quit Asoro. And a whole lot of, reactions have been happening. Some people have been crying foul on how Tinubu has abandoned them, that they are going to work against Tinubu's government. Don't even also forget that even the Ganduje who left the APC, there are speculations that he might dump the APC. He might defect to another party because he's not comfortable having his enemy come into the APC to occupy key positions. I mean, Ganduje believes he cannot be watching Tinubu just bring in Kwankwaso and the Kwankwasia, followership he has alongside the governor. These are his typical enemies. He cannot stand having them being brought back into the party while he watches them. For that reason, he decided to quit. I don't know what you make of this. Anyway, let's get to some of the statements made by Peter Obi. Sahara reporters carried this and say Peter Obi declares 2027 presidential bid, says he's willing to serve one term. Peter Obi said he's willing. That's what Peter Obi said during the conversation he had with Obedience. Let me take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. This person say Obi is desperate. You see, can you imagine desperate politician, nothing upstairs to offer Nigerians? Peter Obi is sectional, tribal, religion biased leader. He is not eligible to rule Nigeria. So reasonable Nigerians can allow him to fall into Peter Obi's trap because unity of Nigeria is bigger than him. That's what these are mostly the Tinubu's government people, responding in this tweet. And this other person say he wants to badge the title one-term president, Republic of Nigeria. This other person, the children produced in Anambra baby factory have not reached the age of 18 to vote Obi Temu. Feed those children well so that they can grow like agric chicken. Then you can use them to vote for 2035 presidential election. That is what another person said. And this person say one term be enough to fix Nigeria. Will one term be ever enough to fix Nigeria? This person say the North should massively support Peter Obi for a smooth transition to a northern successor. If they allow Bat install one for those, it will end in disaster. For antecedent, Bat does not ever have power. He will control Lagos after many. If he will control Lagos after many decades, he will install a Tuj. So this person is saying that the North should just take Peter Obi. That if Tinubu is allowed to come back the second time, if Tinubu is leaving, he's going to put in somebody he will control. He will not want to put somebody who represents Nigeria, And this person said, even if half of the time he's not getting it. This other person said, continue, Gota Media. Another person said, you have my vote to second tenure, my principal. Then another person here say, after observing Ghana, Argentina, Burkina Faso, Botswana, and even Niger and Mali, new government within less than 2 years as Nigeria, I can conclude that the government who is willing and wishes to lead can achieve a great height within 4 years, while incoming government can continue from where the former stops. This is what this guy is saying. There is no matter of being there for 4 years. You can actually be there for 4 years without achieving anything. That there are people who have come in and they were able to do a lot within the space of 2 years. This other person said, I won't say he's desperate, given the situation in this country. Everyone to get to the top and try their best for the people. I will only judge him after his first time. In my opinion, this country needs to try another party because the previous ones has failed us badly. That is what another person is saying. So there were a lot of mixed reactions. This person said the coalition presidential ticket, not sure for him. Could be Atiku, could be PO, could be Erufai or Amici or Garesto. Just the visit incident areas and tour around, pay condolence visits. So this other person, anyway, these are mostly Tinubu's supporters. And this other person say, I stand with Peter Obi. Obi must win. The rogue is not an alternative to Biafran freedom, rather a distraction to Biafran cause. This is an Igbo guy, desperate Lahu. And all that, that Peter Obi is desperate. Anyway, Peter Obi owns the business. So if you think he's desperate, He has a lot to keep himself busy. He just wants to see a Nigeria that works. But Tinubu does not have a business. Instead, he feeds on public funds. So why won't he be desperate to be there forever? Tell me. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.